This is bondage, Big Brother.
This is bondage. Big Brother will have to take his shit together. I'm Pere farts in this thing.
Big Brother, please.
And he farts in his sleep.
Finally, Biggie don't release Pere and Neo. Father, thank you, because Pere won't use mess, kill Neo. What's in the apple?
You may now remove the onesie.
Hey Bethans, what's up and welcome back to my channel. My name is Austin Betha. I'm so glad to have you here. If today's the first time on my channel, please do well to hit on subscribe button before you leave. Also give this video a very big thumbs up right now or at the end if you enjoyed watching it. Okay guys, Big Brother finally called in Neo and Pere into the diary room, and you know, when both of them got in there in their onesies they look so funny. And you know, this is the first time we're having two housemates in the diary room at the same time in this Big Brother Naija All-Star season. It was really funny to watch. You know, both of them sat down there and they were just like, Biggie, we are sorry. Biggie, please. Biggie, we will not whisper again. Biggie, no verse. Biggie, no verse. Biggie, oh, now they beg Biggie, say, Biggie, please, because this boy wants to kill me with mess. Every time this boy, they mess inside this one's the Biggie. I say, see, cast it. He said, Pere, they even mess for his sleep. I say, voila, but who know they mess for their sleep? Talk true, you know they mess. You know, I be your mess, they smell die. You go mess now, do proof, nobody go hear them. But anyways, guys, Biggie was like, oh, both of you actually look and sound sorry. And they're like, yes, Biggie, we are sorry, oh. He now told them that he has forgiven them, that they should take off the onesies. Now, so told them, rush, they won't come out the onesie for inside the diary room. People that now said, no, they should go and do that outside, that he will call them back one after the other and all of that, you know. So thank you, Biggie. Thank you for forgiving them, because as soon as they left the diary room, now freedom, they say, hey, finally, the Lord has done it. You people should pick it up from there. Anyways, guys, the housemates are still having their diary sessions, and today the diary session will make me laugh. Now, Omashola, I'm just so happy that Omashola got into the house after, you know, Uriel left, because we need some laughter in the diary room. And you know, Omashola is doing that perfectly, you know, making us laugh and all of that. Guys, when Big Brother called him into the diary room, they were talking about different things. You know, he had pointed out the fact that he doesn't know why he's feeling this way. You know, Kim Oprah was upset that, you know, he did not pick her as one of the BFFs. You guys know that Kim Oprah and Omashola, they dated at one point, you know. They were in a relationship, so of course it was really awkward, you know, Omashola not picking her, and she was like, she does not understand why he did not pick her, blah 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 blah. And I'm just like, hello, no, he doesn't have to pick you. Just because you are his ex doesn't mean that he has to pick you. Okay, he has a right to pick anybody. I mentioned it in that video. He has a right to pick anybody he chooses, you know. So you being upset and just saying, oh, why didn't he pick me, blah blah blah, those ones no enter. But guys, today he was actually begging Big Brother. He was like, he doesn't really know, you know, what is going on, but then he knows how Kim Oprah felt when she left the house in 2 weeks, you know, during their own season. So he was begging Big Brother to please give Kim Oprah another 1 week or at least 2 weeks, so that she not go feel like, say, oh, she come the show again, then after 2 weeks they say maybe she dey go house. Even Nidan they beg Big Brother, say, Big Brother, please.
Now beg and beg, and then Nidan, please, if she can stay 1 more week, you alone can bend the rule of this house.
Even talked about the fact that, you know, sometimes it's just really awkward between him and Kim Oprah. You know, he mentioned the whole BFF thing, and it's like, you know, just because you're my ex doesn't mean that I need to treat you a certain way. We're not together anymore. We're friends. We're cordial. But then I do not owe you any explanation. I do not owe you anything. But sometimes Kim Oprah makes it very difficult for him. And, you know, according to him, he doesn't like the way he's feeling. He doesn't like the way Kim Oprah is making him feel and all of that. That for him, yeah, he feels nothing for Kim Oprah, like in a romantic way and all of that. Every of his romantic feeling is geared towards his fiance. So there's nothing there, okay? But then just the fact that, you know, Kim Oprah is always making him feel guilty or trying to make him feel bad, you know, he doesn't really like it and all of that. Now, he had pointed out that day as well that, you know, he has a reason for picking Mercy as one of his BFFs. And, you know, he had pointed out that day that the reason he picked her is actually a very serious reason, even though he didn't tell them. But guys, he told Big Brother, and by extension, he told us, okay? You know, he was basically saying that, you know, Mercy had come up to him, you know, just when they got into the house, you know, that time they just got into the house, Mercy had come up to him and said, look, guy, if you ever come to Nigeria with your family and all of that, because you know that Omashola is in South Africa, right? So whenever you come to Nigeria and you need a place to stay, I have this 4-bedroom apartment that I barely use. I also have a car that I barely use. So of course, you and your family can come and stay there, use the car for as long as you want and all of that, right? According to Omashola, he never went to Mercy to ask her. So she was the one that actually started that conversation and told him, you know, you can use this, you can use that. So for him, yeah, not a lot of people can do that for you. He even asked Big Brother, who want to do that kind of thing for you for this life? Who want to do that kind of thing? And Big Brother say that's a true friend. It's only a true friend that can do it. It was like, Big Brother, this one even past true friend though. This one past friendship because nobody go fit do blah 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 blah. Enjoy they talk. I'm just like, oh my god, I really love Omashola. Sometimes I wish he was a real housemate, but then just knowing that he's there as a guest and all of that, it's just really painful. But regardless, he's making it worth the while. He's making it worth our while as well, and you know, we're very thankful for that. Okay guys, let's talk about the basketballs that this same Omashola had with Venita earlier in the day. Now I know a lot of people have issues with Omashola begging Venita and all of that, but guys, let me tell you, sometimes you need to make somebody feel like they are the ones that have sense, you know, just to get them to do your bidding, you know, even though we know that they don't really have sense like that, but you just make them feel like it. That's basically what Omashola did to Venita. Now they were having a meeting. Omashola had called for a meeting, you know, for them to talk about their wager task tomorrow. Guys, this week, they've been coming up with different type of trees. Big Brother told them to create as many trees as possible, and it just seemed like some housemates were, you know, trying not to be a part of it, you know, fully, while some of them were carrying the task on their head. So Omashola really wanted to have a conversation where he's like, guys, let's do this together, because if we enter arena, Big Brother asked me, say, how many people participated, how many people did not participate, he no one go there call the chop mouth, he go tell Big Brother to take happen and all of that. Now when they were having this conversation, Venita not there. Venita dey inside the room. She dey with Adekunle wey say Bele dey pain am that time, you know, she dey there. So before she go come outside now, Omashola don't talk plenty. Now she just come now, one come dey ask question, they talk, they chook hand, they raise hand, they ask. I say, madam, relax. When they call the meeting now, when they start, you not there. Now you want to ask question pass. And the problem is, if she started the talk, she not the fee end. Venita know the end in talk. So at some point, Omashola was like, guys, if you want to say anything, just raise your hand. Let's be civilized now. Raise your hand. If you reach your turn, you talk. But this one go raise hand. Instead make you talk, allow others talk. He go just they talk. If Omashola they try answer one person, she go chook back. So they had that altercation, and of course, Omashola just dismissed the entire meeting and it's like, you know what? Anybody that wants to do anything they want to do, they should do it. Blah 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 blah. Now Venita did there. They say, hey, you say I lied. They say I lied. I said, big. All these things are not waiting. They worry me. You not waiting. They do me at all. Do you want to be a part of the task or not? If you don't want to, leave them. The Adekunle wey be even there in the room, they say Bele dey pain am. At some point he came outside, you know, oh no, but Big Brother has not brought this one. Big Brother have not brought this one. Okay, people should use what you have. Work with what you have, okay? Anything Big Brother give you, use and work. Alex was telling them, guys, let's even be creative. Not be every time we're gonna get all the supplies, but the one we have, we can still use it. They never use all that one finish. They complain one way Big Brother never bring. I said these two people are not just understand. I don't understand at all. But then Venita come the verse. Omashola comes to say, at some point, you need to just act the fool. Now you can't enter the room, can't go beg Venita. She can say, oh no, you embarrassed me publicly. You have to apologize to me publicly. Now you Omashola come and say, okay, housemates, not vessel. I lied on Venita. Oh, Mona, not vessel. Venita, not vessel. Oh yeah, you know, he just wanted them to get the job going. You know, just get everything sorted so that when they go for their pool party this night, they will know that they have done enough work. You know, at least to an extent where they can now have fun to the fullest. So I'm not gonna know. This guy shall beg him. You can't sweet him before she can come outside the gate. I said, voila, this one now Orodo. And now much laughing to this one because not be everybody get the kind of patience or the kind of maturity to come they beg, even though they know say they don't do anything wrong. Not be everybody. So Omashola, collect this one. Collect because you try. You try now, man, you be. Anyways, guys, moving away from that, let's talk about some of the things that are happening outside of the house. Now, I remember you guys telling me, Betha, this guy called Sheyi is not remorseful. This guy called Sheyi doesn't feel any form of remorse. He's just pretending. He's just this. I can't tell myself, say, people should give him a chance now. Give him a chance. But my chance now, I'll give an idea, match my leg, match my eyes, so. Because I was listening to him do his interviews and all of that, the one he had with Pauls, and he's there just running his mouth. Oh no, if you don't know me, you cannot actually love me, and I cannot make anybody love me, blah blah blah. I have apologized, but some people are taking the things out of context, blah blah. I'm like, Baba, shut up, keep quiet. You just dey run your mouth, they talk like say no, waiting you talk not bad, and is your loss, is this one, is that one. I just dey listen to this boy, see this one. Oh. See this boy will be say, I be want to pity and say, okay, yeah, you sorry. One at the time you say, better leave this guy, he not sorry anything. I believe on now, I don't believe. You know, sorry, kaka. You know, sorry at all. But now you know, nothing concern me. But guys, before I end this video, finally, Tolani Badge, you know, she has finally made an appearance. Even though it was on her YouTube channel, you know, she was answering questions that some of her fans had sent to her. And you know, one of the questions that caught my attention was the one they had asked her about the fight she had with Sisi and Bbnaija, and they were asking if that was necessary. And for her, she was like, well, I mean, at that point when she was in the house, she felt like that was the best way to go about it, like just, you know, enter all of them, fight all of them. But you know, right now, looking at it in hindsight, she's like, she would have preferred to have a conversation with them as opposed to just reacting in the way that she did.
I also got questions about my fight with Sisi and Bbnaija. At the time, how I handled those situations made a lot of sense to me, right? It made sense to me. I'm like, yes, I need to jump. If I could do things differently, rather than exploding and have a conversation with them, that's one thing I could say I would do differently.
I mean, it was quite a lengthy video on her page, but I mean, that's the part that has been making the rounds on the internet, and I just felt like it would be nice to mention to you guys that Tolani Badge has finally said something. So of course, if you want to watch the entire thing, just listen to everything she has to say, then maybe you should check that out on her YouTube channel. Okay guys, that's all the gist I have for you on this particular one. Let me know what you think. I see that a lot of you are of the opinion that doing genotype test is really important. I second that, because why would you want to bring a child into this world and just make them suffer for nothing? Please don't let love blind your eye. Love they see you, forget love they see. So open your eye as you they love. Make sure say you they love person, say they're very compatible with you, not just for you but for your kids. Because guys, I know it's how they talk. Not try. I'm not saying don't worry, God will do a miracle, God will do this one. More than they tempt God. Do the right thing. God will give us sense to know say genotype day. He not be mumu God. He know what they do. He know what they do. So not they test God. Just do the right thing and pray to God to bless the right thing that you have done. You know, like guys, genotype is really important. It is really important for you to ask these questions in the very early stages of your relationship with your partner or just anybody you feel like at some point it might be an item. Ask this question: what's your genotype? Can I see the results, please? Or if you don't have the results, can we go and do the test together? As per, prove it to me that you love me. Make I see. I bet not they whine me. Not they whine me. Oh yeah, I've done it. Some people don't even know their blood group. You ask them now, meanwhile, they don't be oh. Do test. Be informed. There's nothing wrong with that. Okay, not be oversabi. It doesn't make you an oversabi. It just makes you a smart person who is trying to make smart choices. And I just want to believe that we Bethans here, we community of Bethans, will be smart people and we make smart decisions. So not from my hand. If you don't know your genotype, if you don't know your blood group, go and do this test. T for thanks. I love you guys so much, and yeah, of course, I'll see you guys on the next one. Okay, bye.